Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the day video down. How's it going today? Today, it's not the morning, it is night time, and I'm about to go to bed, to be honest with you. I'm just downloading, pulling, some code from, GitHub, and I can head to bed. I've just pulled down 3 repositories, not just, I did the other 2 earlier today, nsubstitute and shouldly, which are, shouldly is a assertion framework for testing, and nsubstitute is a mocking framework for .NET. They're both for .NET, to be honest with you. How much battery have I got? Am I like fully charged? Yeah, okay, so I don't need to put some charge. Okay, shut down computer. But I've just downloaded the .NET CLI, which is the command line interface that I'm using to build my solutions in my program. Because today I woke up super early today. The clocks went back, which most people will go, oh, it's an extra hour in bed, and I'm like, lol. I normally wake up at 7:15, so today I'm going to set my alarm for 6:15. I'm going to set my clock back an hour, then set my alarm for 6:15. Whew. So I'd gained an hour, basically. It was brilliant. I got up and started doing some work, started doing my daily vlogs, and then started programming away. And today I managed to get my process, I've got it running, I'm getting output, I'm getting like everything back from the program. And then I realised that essentially what I'm doing is I'm passing the thing in the command line. The problem with that is the way that the .NET CLI like outputs. It seems to output like different things based on like what's happening. Like sometimes it, like if it doesn't need to compile, it does one thing. If it does compile successfully, it does another thing. If it fails to compile, like one project can fail to compile, but then the rest of them will compile. And then how do I deal with that and all this kind of stuff? I discovered that the error code at the moment it's only very, very stupid. Like if the error code is not 0, the build failed. So I was looking into ways while I was doing this. I pulled down like nsubstitute and shouldly. They're both .NET projects on GitHub. I thought I'd pull them down and see what I could do with them as well, because I normally have like third-party code to test my program on, because sometimes it's unrealistic testing itself with it. But I've just thought, as I was just about to head off to bed and start vlogging to you, that I should start maybe like download that and have a look through the repository and either see if it's possible to wrap it instead of command, like, because the code must be in there, right? So surely I could, like, there must be an API that I could make visible, like wrap. If I could fork it and just like have my own, you know, that's what I'm thinking. Or failing that, I can like look through the code and essentially try and not reverse engineer, but like see how it works and stuff. But yeah, anyway, so that was that. Otherwise, we woke up, had a bacon sandwich, and we got ready because we headed on into town. I got my haircut at last. So we headed on into town, drove down, parked up. I went to get my haircut, which was much easier this morning than it was yesterday. I was literally the only one there, so that was all good. And Laura like walked around, did some shopping for herself, and then we came back here. At which point I did a little bit more work. We just like chilled and potted for a little bit, and then we had some lunch and we headed on to the gym. Third gym session today, and this week, which is pretty good. 3 times a week. It's more than I thought. It's really quiet on a Sunday as well, which is really good. And I was feeling it on the old arms, starting to push. I'm mainly like, just essentially, it's a good time to like try other stuff when like it's empty. So I've been like trying to learn how all the machines work and stuff. For example, there's like a chin up, like slash lift up bar thing, and like you can put like counterweight yourself so that it pushes you up a little bit. So it like takes some of your weight off with the pulley system. But the first time we used it, we didn't realise that, so we put it to like a low weight, because we're like, fucking hell, I can't lift 40 kilograms. Put it on a low weight and then essentially you're just doing pull-ups yourself. And I'm like, fuck, I can't do 5 of these. Jeez. So got that all sorted, figuring it all out as we go. But yeah, after that, came back here, sorted out the washing, did a clothes wash, and that's about it. Oh, I did the ironing as well. Then we had dinner, which was totally whole, which was delicious. But then we did Graham's cage. We cleaned out Graham's cage. And we think she might have been poorly at some point this week. She's alright now, look, she's bounding around loving life. We cleaned out her cage, and like, inside her house there was like lots of really like pale poos. And normally they're like black, but they're like light grey. And we're like, that's weird. And then we like realised that it smelled really bad. Like way worse than normal. And then one of the corners that she wheezes in has like a thick like slime. Like normally a wee like bleaches, it's bleached the like plastic. But like there was like this thick slime, and we're like, oh, she's like obviously really ill or something. So we put it in the bath, like did a deep clean, even though we deep clean it every other week normally. And we ended up like managing to chisel this stuff off. It's ever so strange. And we've cleaned everything, put it all back in, and like fed her again. But she seemed to have had way more food last week than she normally does. She drank way more water. And yeah, so hopefully we've fixed her. Hopefully she was probably, I think she's probably caught like some kind of cold off of it, and like it's affected her badly. But like she's on the mend, but she was still in a like messy cage or whatever. So it's all fixed now. If not, we have to think of other solutions, don't we? We're gonna go to a pet shop tomorrow. We like literally were panicking, like, do we need to buy her a new cage? So we're gonna go to the pet shop tomorrow and see if we can find some kind of like something. I don't know. They might have like special food for her. I don't know. But like it can't be food based because she hasn't had anything unfood based. But she has this week. She has been like not coming out, so she must have been ill. Weird. We sorted that, watched Ashes to Ashes, and now we are heading off to bed. Heading off to bed like a little bit early. It's going to be a busy week and going to be productive. I've also logged like 11 plus hours of programming this week to my project, so that's good. Right, tomorrow I am going to be looking into the .NET CLI thing that I've just pulled off GitHub. I'm also going to be working on this process. Like, I mean, I can not go through this process thing, or like it needs changing the way that it's worked. It's not perfect. I've got it through. Like, I'm not testing to see if it takes too long, whether it's timed out. I'm not disposing of it, not killing it manually if I need to. There's lots of things that I'm not doing, and the way that I'm getting information back is horrendous. So I need to figure out a better way of doing it, basically. When I did this kind of method before with the .NET, with VS Test, running the tests, like the output was always the same. There's like a chunk at the end that goes, this many tests passed, failed, so I could just like strip it. It's easy. But this is like more weird. Like it doesn't necessarily say compilation successful. It can say other things. So I need to figure out what it can say and when, and maybe see if it's possible to fork the entire project and then like actually just use the code directly through, because there must be data objects that you pass in and get out, and then it must parse it and put it on the command line, right? So I'm hoping after all of this I might find that and then be able to pull it in myself, like essentially fork the code like I say and then pop it in. But I don't know how much work that would be. I'm hoping that it's quite predictable API once I've figured it out, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to head off to bed, ladies and gentlemen. That's tomorrow's problem. We're also going shopping, see what we can do about Graham and stuff. It's going to be a very busy week. We've got lots going on, so get ready. I'll catch you later.